Crinacle is back with collaborations. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be sharing my experience on Ziigaat's latest collaboration IEM with Hangout Audio. This is the Ziigaat Odyssey 2, which is a 1DD 3BA hybrid IEM coming in at around $249 US. For anyone new to this space, Hangout Audio is a company founded by the very popular audio reviewer Crinacle, and they even have their own shop. So if you're interested in checking out what they offer, I'll leave some links in the description down below. But before we dive deeper into this IEM, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Linsel for sending this unit for me to test and share my experience with all of you. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties. If you're interested in checking out this IEM or any other IEMs, I'll leave some links in the description down below. And if you've been enjoying my content, I hope you'll hit that like and subscribe button, as they'll help the channel a lot and I'd appreciate your support. As with most IEM unboxing, you'll be greeted by the IEMs upon opening the box. Inside you have the Ziigaat carrying case, which is this nice brown colored faux leather material, which is striking. Really like Ziigaat's carrying case, and it's big enough to store your IEM set and a few accessories. Speaking of which, they provided you with spare nozzle filters, one set of foam ear tips, and two sets of silicone ear tips. It also comes with an interchangeable termination, so you get the 4.4 and 3.5mm termination, and you get the stock cable. And I'm not a fan, if I'm being completely honest. The color, the thinness of the cable. If you like green cables and you want something really lightweight, this stock cable ticks that box. But if you've been watching my videos, you know I like some meat to the bone, so I'll be swapping out the cables if I want to use this IEM. At least it's got interchangeable terminations, but I mean, this is a bit of a head scratcher, like what happened here? And for $249, I wasn't expecting this. The design of the IEM is a stark contrast to the design of the cable. It's got a metal shell, it's got some contours, it has that half and half design where you've got like an ocean-like cyan at the top half with the silver speckle at the bottom half. It's a nice color combination, it's a rather simple design, and something that is pretty similar across Ziigaat's IEM design, but it's still a nice faceplate design. I just wish we had this color combo for the cable or something. The nozzle size is on the bigger side, but it's shorter, so I don't see this as something that'll cause an issue for fit and comfort. Speaking of which, because of how compact it is and with the contours, it just rests inside my ears and I can wear this IEM for hours no problem. So for the sound of the Ziigaat Odyssey 2, if you just want something safe, something that wouldn't pierce your ears, then that's what the Odyssey 2 will do. It's a very smooth sounding IEM. There's a gradual roll off up top, so you're not going to get that openness and incisiveness to the trumpet attacks, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on your tolerance for treble and also how much you want it in your presentation to get that open sounding nature to the presentation. There's some sub bass to give the overall music some accompaniment. The mid bass has some fullness to it, but it presents itself in a way where it keeps the mid range very lean and clean, which is another way of saying if you're seeking something a bit more bass slam, that's not the intention of this IEM. However, as mentioned earlier, there's a sense of clarity that you're getting to the mid-range because of how the bass is presented. It's not interfering with the vocals, and the background music still makes itself known within the track. You can hear the macro details coming through, and the soundstage is neither too narrow or wide. It just ticks all the right boxes in terms of a smooth delivery, and if you've been a fan of Crinacle's sound signature, this may be right up your alley as well. But those seeking a bit more excitement and engagement, this IEM may sound a little too lean for you. So versus the Ziigaat Crescent, I don't personally own the original Odyssey, but I do have an in-depth review of the Ziigaat Crescent, and I was pretty impressed with that IEM, and in terms of graph, it's quite similar to the Odyssey 2 in a lot of ways apart from the region up top. So if you're looking for something with a bit more openness or sharpness to the treble extension, which lends itself to air instruments sounding a bit sharper, then the Crescent presents that with a bit more authority than the Odyssey 2. I did put a mild caution on the Crescent, and for anyone who has tested the Crescent and found that to be a little too sharp for their liking, then the Odyssey 2 might be that smooth solution for you. But personally, I prefer the balance from the Crescent, and it gave me just a touch more excitement and engagement with the tracks that I typically listen to compared to the Odyssey 2. So in summary, it's another smooth sounding IEM from Ziigaat. The Odyssey 2 plays it safe in terms of sound presentation, but honestly, the cable that this package comes with is an odd choice, and as an overall, It may suit anyone looking for that kind of sound signature, or if you're looking for something with a very lightweight cable, or if you just want to support Hangout audio. But there's just a lot of competition out there when it comes to this kind of sound signature, so I feel this IEM didn't do enough to stand out from the rest of the pack, and it will get lost within that sea of options. But that's just based on my own personal experience, and I'm curious to know your thoughts. Did you like the original Odyssey, and would you be diving to the successor? Comment below, let me know, and with that all said, thank you once again to Lintel for this opportunity, and to all of you for watching. See you in the next video.